If you're a student right now, I bet you felt it. That little bit of anxiety, that nagging question about what's really next. Especially with AI changing everything, you've got to be wondering, is this degree I'm working so hard for, is it going to be enough? Well, let's just jump right in and tackle that head on.
Seriously, this is the question, isn't it? You've poured years into lectures, exams, mastering your subject, but does that automatically mean you're ready for the day-to-day of the modern workplace? That's a huge source of stress for students. And you know what? It's a totally valid concern.
Okay, so this really breaks down the core problem. Think about it. On one hand, you're academically smart. You know the theories, you've aced the tests, but on the other hand, are you professionally ready? That's a whole different ballgame. We're talking about managing real projects, juggling team dynamics, using the tools everyone in the office actually uses. And yeah, there's almost always a gap between those two. And closing that gap, that's everything.
So the big question is, how in the world do you bridge that gap? Well, today we're going to look at one very specific, very interesting answer. It's a model that's not just about teaching you more stuff. It's about a complete transformation.
It's called Big Brother V2.0. And look, the first thing you need to get is that this is not just another online course you click through or some campus club. They're positioning this as a whole system, a kind of movement. It's about blending deep life wisdom with the hard, practical, digital, and career skills you need like yesterday.
And just listen to their mission. It's pretty ambitious. They want to nurture students into grounded, skilled, and purpose-driven professionals. I love those words. It's not just about getting you a job. It's about making sure you're grounded. You have a purpose. That tells you right away this is as much about who you are as it is about what you can do.
So here's their secret sauce, the formula for what they call the unstoppable student. It's timeless wisdom, plus modern technology, plus real experience. The idea is that when you mix these three things together, the ancient truths about how to live a good life, the cutting-edge tech that gets things done, and actual hands-on experience, you create someone who's, well, truly ready for anything. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Well, the whole thing is built on three core pillars. Think of them as the foundation. Let's break them down.
And here they are. Pillar 1, life wisdom. Pillar 2, digital skills. And Pillar 3, career readiness. It actually makes a ton of sense when you see it laid out like this, right? First, you get your own head straight. Then, you get the tools you need to be effective. And finally, you learn how to navigate the professional world. It's the whole journey, from your inner mindset to outer mastery.
All right, let's dig into Pillar 1, life wisdom. This is all about the human side of things. We're talking life balance, which, let's be honest, we all need. But then they have these really cool sounding concepts like focus lock, a way to get into deep, unbreakable concentration, and crisis calm, which is a system for staying cool when everything is hitting the fan. These aren't just fluffy ideas, they're meant to be actual tools for your brain. Next up, Pillar 2, digital skills. This is the work smarter, not harder part of the equation. And we're not just talking about knowing how to open a spreadsheet. Oh no, this is about real-deal Excel hacks, about learning how to talk to AI to get what you want. That's prompt crafting, and even using no-code tools to automate all the boring, repetitive stuff. The whole point is to turn you into a productivity machine. And finally, Pillar 3, career readiness, is where it all comes together. This is the final step, learning to walk the walk and talk the talk of a professional. We're covering the essentials, like your resume and nailing interviews, but also the stuff that really matters on the job, managing tasks, working in a team, and thinking like a problem solver from your very first day. It's all about making that leap from campus to corporate and landing on your feet confidently. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like it's going to take months, maybe years, right? Well, here's the kicker. The core of this program is designed to happen really, really fast. Get this. The whole initial transformation is packed into just 2 days, 8 hours total. Day 1 is all about your internal world, your mindset, your focus. Day 2 is about the external world, the tools, the skills, how you show up. It's like a super concentrated, high-impact boot camp for your future. And they claim some pretty bold results from this. First up to a 3 times boost in your employability. And it makes sense, right? When you combine that inner confidence with real-world digital skills, you suddenly become a way more attractive candidate to companies. Then there's this one, a potential 5 times increase in your productivity. 5! Imagine getting your work done 5 times faster just because you learned the right digital hacks and automation tricks. That's a massive advantage. And remember, this whole transformation kicks off in just 8 hours. 8. That's a huge part of its appeal. It's incredibly efficient. It's about delivering a massive amount of value and a solid foundation in basically a weekend. This chart here just lays it all out so clearly. It connects the dots perfectly. You see the pillar, life wisdom, and the direct outcome, emotional stability. You see digital mastery, and bam, 5x productivity. Then career readiness leads right to job interview success. It's not just theory. It's a clear roadmap from A to B. So you have to wonder, who's the brain behind all this? Who put this whole framework together? Because knowing the person behind the idea often tells you a lot about the idea itself. Well, meet the architect, Mr. Siswaram Sridhar, and his resume is wow. We're talking more than 36 years of global experience. He's been a leader at places you might have heard of, like Microsoft and IBM. He's not just some academic. This is an award-winning leader who's coached over 700 professionals. So he's bringing decades of real-world, in-the-trenches experience to this whole thing. And this quote from him really says it all. This is not just a course. It's not just coaching. It's a calling to learn, to lead, and to live with purpose. That word, calling, that's powerful. It frames this whole thing as something much bigger than just skill building. It's about finding your mission. So when you boil it all down, the whole point is to change the way we think about finishing school. Students don't just graduate from this program, they launch. It's a shift from I'm done to I'm ready. Ready with clarity about where you're going, the confidence to get there, and the capability to succeed when you do. That's a pretty powerful idea, isn't it? It reframes everything, and it leaves us with one final, very simple question for you to think about. It's not about if you're ready to graduate, it's about if you're ready to launch.